YouTube, what's going on? My name's Eli Rubin. Welcome to the We Market Mass YouTube channel. Today we're going over why some businesses rank really well in the town that they're located in, but can't seem to rank in the surrounding towns. And as always, we're doing this live. If you don't know about us, we are a Massachusetts service business marketing agency, meaning we help service businesses rank better across Google, across ChatGPT, across Meta, across all that fun stuff. We do pretty much everything under the digital marketing umbrella. You don't care. That's not why you're here. You're here to learn. So let's do this. Sure. Integrity Electrical. Okay, so they're in Wilmington. All right, so let's search electrician in Wilmington. We'll X out of this one. In the number one spot, we have Integrity Electrical Services. They have 235 reviews. We're going to pop over to their website. Oh, a little bit slow. TheIntegrityExperience.com. I like that. Trusted electrical experts in Massachusetts. All right, here's red flag number one. You guys know that I hate when people go after the term experts in Massachusetts because this is such a broad keyword. It actually doesn't really do anything for your business. Let me explain to you why. If we open up Google Maps, Boston, Bosoton, Boston, we're going to get directions. Guess where we're going from? Springfield, Massachusetts. You know where that is? On the other side of the state. You know what? Even better. Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Okay? That's 136 miles. Now, keep in mind, this business is located, like, here. Basically. Oh, I got it exactly right. It's Wilmington, Massachusetts there. These people, this business is not going to drive 136 miles for a service call in Great Barrington. So, appearing for the term Massachusetts is simply not relevant in 2026, 2027, whenever you're watching this. And the reason for that is no one is searching for electrician in Massachusetts unless they're 6 billion years old and they think they're on the yellow pages. The simple reality is they're either searching near me, which means that they're searching and Google knows their location, so it's giving results for the town like Wilmington. Or they're searching for results inside of their specific town. For example, electrician in Great Barrington, in which case you wouldn't want to be appearing for the entire Massachusetts term, because if you did somehow get to rank that, which, by the way, Massachusetts, other than maybe Boston, is probably the most competitive term to go after. There's so many little niches that you can find. Just going after Massachusetts is not the move. But if someone searches for electrician Massachusetts and they're in Boston and you're in Great Barrington, guess what? You're either not getting that job, you're driving a very long distance, or you're not making any money on that job, or potentially a combination of those three. So seeing these pages say in Massachusetts is disappointing to me because this term is just not relevant. The funniest part of all of this is that Massachusetts is one of the smaller states. Like, can you imagine saying electrician or circuit breaker service in Texas? Like, Texas is huge. It just doesn't make sense to go after states, especially in 2026, 2027, whenever the heck you're watching this. What if we search electrician in Reading? Are they going to come up? We're looking for integrity. They're not showing up here. What about in, let's see, some other towns around Wilmington? Where is integrity? They're up here. Tewksbury. Oh, they are showing up in Tewksbury. Okay. All right, that's nice. What about Billerica? Integrity is not here. All right, so let's go to the Integrity site and find out why they're appearing where they're appearing. And let's talk through a little bit of how Integrity could appear more often. They're number one in Wilmington, which makes sense because they're based out of Wilmington. Now, if you don't know, a lot of your primary town SEO is actually defined by this right here. 5 Middlesex Ave, number 15, Wilmington, Massachusetts. Google knows that business is in Wilmington. They also have 235 reviews, so the odds of someone displacing them, especially if the other options have 47 reviews and 24 reviews, are simply not that likely. If you have that many reviews, you have your actual address, not a service area, on your business profile, and you're located in that town, well, it's pretty easy to dominate your existing town. The problem is, how do you then expand that so you're showing up on the map like they did in Tewksbury for towns like North Reading, Burlington, Lexington, Linfield, Stoneham, Woburn, etc. You know that. With that said, we're going to jump into Google Search Console and look at what towns are actually listed in the page titles, because this is essential to Google understanding where your business actually services. In this case, best rated electricians in... It's not going to give me an answer, really? Maybe it's not written. Wilmington, Massachusetts, so that makes sense. Wilmington, Massachusetts, but this is a reviews page. This is a careers page, so these aren't going to rank very well. Local electrician in Wilmington. That's a great page title, and that's going to help you rank really well in Wilmington and make it so that those new guys that come in and get a couple reviews real quick don't necessarily displace you on the map pack. We're going to go down here. We got another Wilmington page, Wilmington page. Wow, they have a lot of pages. They have 80 pages on the website. Electrical safety, Wilmington. Somerville, Winchester. Interesting. All right, so let's search electrician in Woburn, Massachusetts. These guys are not showing up. They're getting, they have a page that says best electrician, Woburn, Massachusetts, and licensed electrician Edine has seven reviews, and he's outranking them with 250 reviews. Probably because his address is in Woburn. Wow, I'm trying to highlight this. His address is in Woburn. That's why he's showing up better. So let's look. What about best electrician, Woburn, MA? These guys are going to show up then? No. All right, so let's search for... So the reason I'm searching this, if you didn't catch on, is that this page literally says best electrician, Woburn, Massachusetts. That's the page title. So they're clearly trying to rank in Woburn, and something is going wrong here. We're looking for integrity. Okay, let's try it on here. There it is. Okay, so it's on page 2. Now let's check the page out and see why it's not ranking well. It's technically correct from an SEO standpoint. And then we get into the technical stuff here, and we find a lot of issues. Look at all this. Okay, so we have 149 H4s, which have literally every town name here. Now if we scroll down, where are we seeing that? Reviews, request service now, areas we serve. So they've placed that on this page, but instead of putting that as text, they've placed it as... It doesn't load very quickly either, does it? Same thing. It's technically correct from SEO title here, but they have 2 H1s, which if you remember, you want 1 H1 on every page that describes exactly what you do. And it actually doesn't match what's showing up on Google, which is interesting. And then, of course, you have all these town names in here, and what this is doing is confusing Google even more, because it says, why the heck do you have... it's probably going to look at this like your keyword stuffing, which if you don't know what keyword stuffing is, it's basically taking a bunch of keywords and jamming it onto the page, trying to rank well on Google. So while they do have a good strategy, and they do have the pages in place, which is what I would recommend as a marketing expert, is building out pages, there is a lot more from a technical perspective that actually allows you to rank well. The other thing I'm interested in, do you need an electrician in Westford, Massachusetts? Top electrical services in Westford. Let's see. Reliable electric. Okay, so the pages are a little bit different, right? Now, all these pages being very similar in title could actually be negatively impacting them. Lexington emergency electrician. This is a new one. Electrical services in Lexington, Massachusetts. So it's so interesting. The page title is emergency, but then we go here and nothing says emergency other than this. Interesting. All right, anyway, let's summarize our findings here and wrap the video up. So basically what we did, we looked into Integrity Electrical Services, who are clearly doing something right because they have 250 reviews on Google. But what they're doing wrong here is their technical SEO is not set up properly. We have multiple H1s per page. We have a bunch of keyword stuffing on certain pages. Actually, it's even on the home page. 152 H4s on the home page. And what that's doing is, even though they have a proper strategy in place to try to start ranking in other towns, they're not actually showing up there on page 1 because the pages are not structured properly, and I really don't think there's enough content on the pages either, but that's neither here nor there. So basically what I'm getting at is if you want to appear in your town on number 1, 2, or 3 on Google Maps, all you need to do is have a business profile with your address and have a website that says your town name. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to rank in your town. The downside of that is, 1, there's competition in your town, so you're not going to get every job from your town. And 2, as soon as you get outside of your core town, it's very difficult to start ranking your business. And if you're building pages like these guys did, which technically is correct from a strategy standpoint, this could be something that ChatGPT spat out for them or something like that. There is a lot more at play to actually start showing up in those surrounding towns. Now, making sure that the pages are clear, that they're not keyword stuff like we talked about, is just part of it. If you'd like to learn more and you think this is a strategy that's interesting for your business into getting your business ranking outside of just your core area, we'd love to have a chat with you. Again, it's We Market Mass. That's our channel name. That's our company name. We do local service marketing for service businesses inside of Massachusetts and the surrounding states. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next video.